Woohoo.
Wait, are you gonna make your screen the...
Oh, I forgot to do that for you.
Okay. Are we live right now?
We are live right
We're
now.
live!
Ah!
Whoa!
Hello!
Pretend you didn't hear any of that.
Yeah, you saw nothing.
Oh my God. Wow. You caught us. You just caught us hanging out in our home,
We were
just
actually
talking.
we were just chilling.
We were just chilling before this. That's true. Oh my God. Welcome everybody to the Witching Hour. I'm Em.
I'm Kayla.
And this is the Trident Network where we live. As you may or may not have heard, that we are also with our Sky Mommy Val. Val,
Hello.
hello. Val founded the Trident Network that we're a part of, which is a really great network. And if you would like to bankroll it, we are accepting donors.
Yeah,
Um,
and especially in large quantity of money so
yeah,
that Val can quit her reality job.
yeah, absolutely, because it is real. Well, there are very real things though, like real podcasts and videos and other shows and other people that are very talented and make cool stuff at the tridentnetwork.com. We're like everything you want us to be.
Yeah.
And we're a part of this here at the Witching Hour,
Yeah.
where we talk about what would you say we talk about, Kayla? It started as astrology, but
I
it's
think
really
we
branched
talk
out.
about like how we feel. I think we talk about astrology. I think we talk about tarot, anything woo-woo, and that also is like heavy on the woo-woo emotion wise.
Yeah,
You know what I
absolutely.
mean?
I would
I feel like
agree.
here's where we come to like decompress, talk therapy, also talk about our therapy. You know what I mean? That kind of vibe. That's the vibe we're throwing out here.
Yeah, I think this is a reference that maybe not everyone will get, but it's kind of Poog Jr., if that tracks to anybody.
It doesn't to me, but I
Okay.
trust you.
Poog is a podcast and we're anyway.
Oh, yes. No,
Um,
I know what that is. Hello.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Poog Jr., kind of.
Oh, yes. That's 100% on the mood board, I feel like.
I feel that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe,
yeah.
yeah. But we want everybody to be comfortable. We want everybody to just really feel at home and grounded. So I think that, to get everybody on the same page, like maybe like grab a little drinky, grab a little snacky, grab a little something to fill you. So this is a safe space, you know?
Yeah. So maybe we can kind of start by grounding ourselves before we move into our spiritual plane by taking a few deep breaths together.
Yes.
So let's go ahead and start, and we'll take the first deep breath in your nose. Let it fill you up, and then out your mouth. And then this one is going to be kind of a little secret handshake breath that Em and I do. We're just going to go ahead and take a deep breath in and let it out. And maybe one more for good measure, perhaps.
Good. I
Another
guess so. Yes.
another deep breath in. And on this breath, exhale whatever sound makes you feel powerful.
Ooh,
Ooh.
like that. And with
And with
this
this
breath,
breath,
now
now we
we
fly.
fly. Oh, Easter egg. Well, that was a subliminal message.
That was Mercury retrograde. You can,
Yeah.
or
And once again, as usual, Kayla bringing the beautiful bong into the picture for us all to enjoy. I'm,
say I broke all the bowls to the rest of my pieces. So this is currently what we're working with.
oh, could have fooled me.
Thank you. Yeah, maybe I will keep
Really
fooling you.
beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Does not surprise me. Everyone, this is our place. This is our thinking place. This is where we come to think and talk, and we're really happy that you're here. Everyone, again, make yourself comfortable. Do you need to go to the bathroom? We're not going to pause, but if you need to go to the bathroom, go.
We'll forgive you.
Grab.
And
You
you
need
don't
a
have to ask our
yeah.
permission. Yeah.
You need to ask our permission, but like make yourself comfortable. Do you need a blanket? Tune in with your body. What's going on?
Mhm. You need to put
Um,
on some vibes, some frequencies. I've been really doing the 528 hertz frequency. It's been feeling fun and festive to me.
is that the one that's like a bee kind of thing?
Yeah, kind of. And not, it's more like the one I listened to on YouTube. I'll send y'all the link. It's more like the bee is in the background and then there's also like a waterfall sound.
Mm.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's also like it feels like I'm kind of like at a spa.
I recently heard an ad that was like suggesting a background noise that was like meant to be calming, but all it did was make me feel like I was gonna crawl out of my own skin. And it sort of was like a whoa, whoa, whoa,
No, I hate
whoa.
ones like that too.
I
Oh,
I was
It
like,
freaks me out.
what
I think
degenerate
that's
finds this
meant.
calming?
I don't know why this thought came into my head, but I'm going to say it. And I think it's meant to evoke the womb.
uh
Oh, I can't
okay.
go back. I
Wah,
No.
can't go
wah,
back.
wah, wah.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe you don't crave the womb, and that's why
I
you
guess
don't
not.
really
Yeah.
get
It
that.
made me so anxious. I couldn't. I like almost turned the TV off because it was so stressful.
Ew.
Because Kayla, does it like, is it that it quiets your thought? Like, what do you like it for?
Let me look at it. Because I wrote down different ones and what they were meaning for. Because I do that one and then like I think like 325, I have to look it up really quick.
Hmm.
Yes, it's relaxation. It's supposed to calm your nervous system. And it says complete body regeneration, but who fucking knows if that's true? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it is supposed to quiet the brain. And then let me look up the other one. I think it's 325.
Hmm.
Yes,
Thanks.
325 is for like cell regeneration. So it's supposed to like put in, it's almost like doing, well, somebody said, who knows if any of this is true. I like to believe it. Believe what you will. And I do look pretty young, so that's the evidence. But it's supposed to be like if you did like little facial pokes all over you, like that's what it's supposed to do to like your body. And I do
Hmm.
believe we have energy around our body. So why does that not deserve a facial if my real face deserves a facial? You know what I
Hmm.
mean?
Yeah, we're literally surrounded by electromagnetic waves. That's what it is.
Yeah.
But
So
I've no.
I
Hmm.
like those, but feel free to look them up. It's eight. Here, I'll drop it in the chat. It is 825 her or eight. Yeah. Wait, is that what I said? Yes. 825 hertz.
Just
And
don't give us the wrong one,
I know, right? And then I
and we'll
like
get the one that
completely
makes us
ruin
shit our
your
pants.
DNA or something like that. Oh my God, people after me. No, this is not medical advice. I'm not a doctor.
We're not doctors. If
I'm
I'm
not doctor.
gonna we
Surprise.
make that
That's
clear.
Dan's brother.
I've been doing qigong,
Ooh.
which is, I think a lot of people online are getting into like there's like the ones that the Chinese aunties do with like the arm swings,
Yes.
is one of the popular ones. And then I follow this person on YouTube named Lucian, and she has so many great videos, and she's wonderful.
Mm.
I follow her. But it's great because it's in like I feel like it does maybe the same thing, but it's because I'm moving my body and doing these things that are enjoyable. Like there's literally like like it's my mind isn't I'm more in my body and not in my head, which is it's
Yeah.
usually the opposite. And so it's really nice for that reason.
That is so nice. Ugh. I'm glad we're taking care of ourselves.
Look at us. And you
Look
know,
at
it's great to show our growth. I think maybe we could probably chart our growth on this show, our ups and
more
downs on this
than
show.
any part of my diary. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
for real. But we're beginning a journey, and I wanna keep us grounded for this journey, you know.
Ooh, yeah. Is there anything you do specifically to help keep yourself grounded in journeys?
Are you talking about maybe like a secret herb?
Ooh, I think that feels right to me.
Could be like an herb of the day.
Hey, we got there. That's
Yay.
right.
I don't know if this is I would call this an herb or a
You know what?
vegetable.
Herbs can be
Spice
spices. Herbs can be spices because they like,
spices.
'cause isn't it? It's kind of it. Doesn't it kind of feel like it's like water, gas, solid? Like you know what I mean? It like it's just in a different part of its
Just
evolution.
a different state of matter, a different
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Chili is, yes.
So
Um,
technically, an herb could be anything. Remember that, people.
an herb can be anything, and that's what our message is mostly, if
Yes.
you get down to it.
Ooh. But I will say, I love chili peppers. Huge fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you like to what do you like? You cook with them or what?
Yes, everything. I get chronic migraines, and so sometimes spicy food is the only thing that will make me not want to die. Um,
Mhm.
so I do. I love it in all forms. Put some of that in a hot chocolate. Delicious. You know what I mean? Put it in
Yep.
your
Mhm.
food, eat them straight up. You know what I mean? There's so
Yep.
many
Yep. Yep. Yep.
hot sauce. You know what I mean? There's just so many different ways. They're so versatile, I feel like.
I'm such a lightweight when it comes to spice and chili, and I've been saying this for my whole life is that I'm trying to up my spice tolerance, which is constantly true, but it's not it's just not it's always going to be so low. But yeah, I think it really like clears out your system. I like to eat it when I'm sick.
Yeah.
And it is like capsaicin is good for pain relief. Like you can also get it
Yes.
topically for things and it literally activates your sends pain signals to your brain. So it stimulates endorphin release and dopamine release, and also like can desensitize the nerves if like you apply. Like it's just really great.
It heals everything. It feels like the herb version of tea tree oil. Does that make sense?
Yeah, very
Yeah.
cleansing,
Yeah.
burning and purifying. I listed that there's like spicy food. There's also like spicy teas that I've had. I've had like there's chili pepper chai is a good one. If you ever want to have like a spicy drink. Also at Coffee Tea Exchange in Lakeview in Chicago, there's Mexican mango is a black tea that has little chili
That
pods in it.
sounds so good. I want that right now.
Mhm. Yeah. Real good. Go get it.
Dang.
Um, but yeah, I feel like I have other notes written there from the old episode. Um,
That's okay. But I was kind of like, dang, that was just like last time.
I know. We did do a spicy winter blend last time. This
Yes,
is
I
more
feel
just
like
specifically chili peppers. Yeah.
yes, it's time for spice. It's always time for spice. But I also grew up in Texas, so I feel like that gave me a spicy
And
start.
I grew up in the suburbs of Illinois, and so I did not grow up with a lot of spicy at all.
Ugh.
Um, yeah. Val, do you have a spice tolerance?
I had to grow one, so I too did not get a lot of exposure to spice, like to chili specifically. Like I had a lot of interesting spices in my diet because my mom is Moroccan, but not so much like hot spice. But then I went to college with a lot of folks from like East Asia or Southeast Asia, and they eat a lot of spicy food. And so they would take us out to meals and test us. Can we handle the 3 out of 5? Can we handle the 4 out of 5? And so, like, over time, I built up a spice tolerance. I love spicy food. I love
Yeah.
all spicy food. I love Mexican hot chocolates too. I love
Yes.
basically anything that includes that kick. What's weird though is I have sort of an intolerance to green peppers of
Mm,
any kind, like green bell peppers. So like if a hot sauce or something like that is derived from like 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 Tabasco or like jalapeno type stuff,
yeah.
I don't like it as much, but I love like Cholula's
Interesting.
my favorite hot sauce, and I love like hot
Mm.
like buffalo wings,
Yeah.
and I
Oh
love
yeah.
like anything that's spicy, basically.
That's so interesting to me.
Yeah,
I got to get up to that level because I know I'm
Oh,
missing out
it's so
dang.
good.
about my game.
I love
That's
putting
what,
hot sauce on eggs.
oh,
Ooh, best way to
yes,
Mm.
start the
that's the
day.
best.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I feel like breakfast, hot sauce is also a breakfast food that people
Oh
are
yeah.
really underutilizing.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Oh my God. Okay, well, I'm starving.
Everybody go out, get yourself some spice,
Get
especially
everyone
if you're
get out
sick.
there, get some spice.
Especially if you're sick, get it. It'll clean out your system from your mouth through your butthole. You'll feel it.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
You'll feel it, and
You know
that's
what I will say? I don't like, speaking of spice, sorry, I'm going back. I don't
Mhm.
like a spicy margarita though. I don't like spicy cocktails.
That's fair. I
Mm.
don't love that either.
Something about it is
Can't say I
wrong.
do.
Yeah.
No, I
But you know what
like a
I
smoky like mezcal, but not like a
yeah.
spicy.
Yeah. Like I had something with habanero bitters and I was like, evil.
Ugh. Have you ever
Mm.
had though like Mexican candy, like where it's like sweet and spicy at the same time?
Yes, that is
That
good.
is one of my favorite tastes on
Yeah.
earth.
Because
Mm.
that's also how like micheladas and Bloody Mary should taste.
Yes,
You know
yes,
what I mean?
yes, yes,
Yes.
yes,
Mm.
Absolutely.
yes.
Absolutely. I'm so glad we're all on the same page on this.
Yeah. Or like those like chili coated like mangoes.
Yeah, like that.
Yes.
Yes, yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, I get
guys.
it.
We need it all immediately. Somebody be patrons of the arts and Amazon this does or whatever. However,
Just just right witching hour.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And they'll find us. They'll
PO box.
find
Oh,
us.
we got it. Thank you. And as always, do, your own research and your own limitations. Don't eat too many chili peppers
Oh
that
my
you
God.
will,
You can
you
burn
know,
your stomach up,
even bring your stomach
Safety
up. Be
is safety.
careful.
Yeah.
Okay. Safety is sexy.
Yeah. Hot, hot, hot. Get it?
Hot, 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 hot. We're in Pisces season. Kayla, I'm gonna just let you as a at least double Pisces, I think more.
Yeah.
At
Probably
least
like
more water.
too
Yeah.
a
How are
lot of.
you doing? What's
Oh
our
my
report
God.
on Pisces
Well, my
season?
birthday is a week from tomorrow, which will be fun. But sometimes I will get birthday blues like 2 days before. So I'm prepping for my birthday blues, which I think is normal because we have to process the life that we just lived. You know what I
Yes.
mean? And good
Mhm.
and bad, that's grief. And then we're also processing and hoping for potential in our future year, even if sometimes it's hard to be hopeful. So obviously, I'm in my Pisces feel from that answer.
I love you.
Everything is just wishy-washy. Everything is good and bad and so deep and so personal. But I
Mhm.
like thrive in that. Like I when I think back about my bravest times in my life, I was so emo and I mean emotional. Like, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
I was thinking like when I was really young, I would all those, like we lived in I grew up at least. I know that we have a little bit of an age difference, but I grew up at least in like the singer-songwriter boy band era of like Warp Tour, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I was calligraphy writing those lyrics in my journals. You know what I mean? But I also was such a bad bitch during those times. Like you could not tell me anything. So I'm trying to bring that more into my life. And I feel like this Pisces season is very like internal. Like when I talk about this Mercury retrograde and stuff later today, I feel like it's like we can expect a lot of like resurfacing of like old things, especially as we're like moving into like a new age with a lot of different planets starting like new cycles. So I think we're having to like have the dream version of things as we like go forward, right? Because Fire Horse is going to be hard. It's a challenging year, but in a good way. And Pisces is a way to like dream about how those challenges can like make us feel brave and like stronger. So that's,
Totally. It
yeah,
feels like a very strong Pisces season this year. And as far as like Pisces being like the oldest and the wisest, and like being able to dream and imagine, like, hey, what if the best is yet to come?
yeah,
Like, I agree, Fire Horse feels very like forward moving, like go get it kind of energy. Um, and also about like birthdays, like my body always reacts like on my birthday. Even if
yeah,
I'm doing fine, I like just feel it. It feels very weird. I especially in the last few years. Um, yeah. I like just don't know what to do about it except like I think what you're doing is just accept it that it's going to
yeah.
happen.
Because what can we do? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I would like rather have fun. Because
Yeah.
I normally, like the past probably like 5 to 7 years, I've spent my birthday alone by choice, not because I don't have friends who love me. But just because sometimes it feels too overwhelming and I want to have the day to myself. But this is the first day that I am like, okay, I'm gonna like go out. I'm gonna like do something. Like I'm gonna have some time for myself, but it's not gonna be the whole day. So I
Mhm.
think that will be exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I my birthday's in April and I'm like, should I go to medieval times with my friends? And then
Yeah.
I looked at tickets and they're $80 a pop.
What?
And I don't know how many of my friends honestly would shell that
There
out to
has to
go
be
for my
discount
birthday.
tickets somewhere. I bet.
I will look for
Yeah.
them.
Is there a
Yeah,
Groupon?
Yeah. Oh,
maybe.
go back
Ah,
to where it all
go
began for
back,
you
come
and Val.
crawling on my hands and knees back to Groupon for them.
Yeah.
Um, we'll see. I don't know. I don't know. But also like to your also other point going back, like once an emo kid, you really don't ever stop being that emo kid. You just get older.
100.
1000%. I went to Warp Tour. I forget. I was born in 93 and I went to Warp Tour in I guess it would have been 2006,
Yeah.
maybe. Um,
I went like 7 years in a row, too many times.
hell yeah.
Yeah. But I
Um,
also like that took every part of innocence from me. You know what I mean? That's crazy during that
I
day.
think a great full circle moment was when I saw you at the Riot Fest I was at, and I got to see Simple Plan, and I also got to see like three other bands that were just like my
Switzerland was
band when I
so
was like 12
I
good.
years
saw
old
them too when I was in
in middle
middle
school.
school.
Yeah, it was just they look the same. They're just playing all the same. They're playing all the hits.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
yeah. So man, and that does feel very Pisces to me.
Yeah.
Especially the music is like part of it, you know. That feels very Pisces to me.
Because I feel like something you said that kind of resonated with me is like Pisces is like the oldest and wisest, but I feel like it's more of like in a like wizard way that like it's all riddles and like so it doesn't make sense to anybody else besides, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? So
absolutely.
the way that I talk sometimes it all checks out in here. You know
But
what I
it
mean?
all shakes out. Well, with that in mind, do you feel like doing like an oracle draw or like a tarot card draw?
Ooh, let's do Oracle because I'll do my own tarot thing. And I feel like, don't you have cool Oracle decks?
I do not have any. Oh wait, I have one oracle deck that I got for my birthday last year. I do have it's called the Animal Apothecary.
Yeah, let's do that.
We could totally do that. Okay. Well, I will shuffle. And I guess this is going to be just for our, because today is also Mercury in retrograde begins
I feel like it's
in
always
Pisces.
in retrograde.
Yeah,
Well, we're in
doesn't
eclipse
feel
season.
like it.
Just got back into eclipse season. Welcome, welcome to the journey of the year. That's how I feel when those come up.
Ain't it always in retrograde though?
Ain't it always?
Kinda. All right. You tell me, Kayla, when to stop.
Okay. Okay, stop.
Ooh, okay. So I'm gonna show. Oh, it's showing up surprisingly well.
Ooh,
Ooh,
okay.
say
It's
that.
giving lesbian flag at the bottom.
It is, and it says,
No, that's perfect.
if you can see it,
That's
it says
beautiful.
transformation at the top. It's kind of a winged figure, and this little lesbian rainbow down there. Really like it.
Me
Okay,
too.
42.
Beautiful.
And let's translate this, shall we? So each card is an animal, and it looks like this one is an eagle.
Hmm.
Oh, it's a phoenix, of course.
Oh, transformation. Hello. Yeah.
Transformation, hello. Dreams, hello. Phoenix is an ancient bird that will burn himself every few. I'm sorry, I'm getting so emotional.
It's okay.
Um, that will burn himself every few hundred years to be born anew. He diligently builds his nest with cinnamon and frankincense. Then, with one clap of his wings, he ignites his nest into a blazing fire. He endures a night filled with roaring flames. And when the sun rises, he too emerges from the ashes, more brilliant and mesmerizing than the human mind can fathom. So, although you may still be living a current reality that your past self manifested, the medicine of this card foretells a profound change is approaching. You are in the
Oh,
space in between jumping timelines. Hell yeah.
like
Wow.
this is me in
Um,
between the jump.
it's very possible, okay, we're warning that you are projecting old limiting beliefs onto the situation.
Yeah.
Trust that all your efforts over the last months and years are in the alchemical process of manifesting. You are now in the moment before your shift into your fullest self, aren't we always? But you must
Always.
believe the highest version of yourself is waiting and ready to be self-actualized, says the Phoenix
I
for
honestly
Pisces
love that.
season.
I love that.
I think that matches up perfectly with Pisces. We're dreaming.
We're
We're
dreaming.
burning it all down.
We're not
Fire
afraid of
horse.
death because we
Fire
realize death
horse
is just
too.
a new. Oh, fire horse. Hello.
What
Yeah.
is a fire horse but a phoenix with no wings? Gonna burn it all down.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that.
I love that too.
Um, wow. Well, I feel so selfish because I bet everybody's watching that and is like, I want to do a card pull. I want to do it. Why
Sorry,
did you do that in
sorry.
front of us if you wouldn't include us? So I don't know. What do you think we can do?
Oh,
Maybe we
I'm
could
kind
do.
in my Pisces spirit, I'm feeling like a fun, fresh, kind of like funky, sexy spread, perhaps.
Oh, yeah? Like,
Yeah.
do you have anything in mind?
Ooh, maybe like fuck, Mary kill.
Oh, what?
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, that's
It's the
right.
game, but make it
This
hero.
is an adult show. We can swear and say fuck when
Yeah,
we
and
want
smoke
to.
weed on national internet.
National Internet, TV. This is a three-card spread, hey. And everybody has to participate. This is
Yes, and
actually the
this is
mandatory part
actually
of the
the
show.
only serious part of the show.
Yeah.
What you say here matters forever and
hmm
will be written down in the book of life. So think about that.
Think about that. And with that, I forget what our options are. Kayla, take us away.
Yes, I think that this first part is also from the last show. So I'm not going to repeat that part because I don't think Dolly Parton was this week, right? She's a
Oh,
Aquarius.
no,
Okay, anyway,
I
that's my
sure did
bad. That's
write
my
that
bad.
part.
I didn't do it. But listen, in honor of us coming together as Pisces brethrens and friends, we're gonna use group mind because this spread, these cards that I found today are from Pinterest collage, which is a cool
Yeah,
thing that
we
I
love.
didn't know about. But basically, you can go and like pin different objects to a picture. So I like typed in the cards, and then I could collaborate and add like a layer of the image to the card. So it was like a group mind of people that I probably will never know and never meet, which makes them feel magical to me, honestly.
Amazing.
You're right. So the first card we have here is the Magician. Okay, how fun is that?
Ooh.
That is
Is
cool.
that, hang on, I'm pulling it.
So it is the Love Witch from the movie. Sorry, I was like, oh, should I have been pulling these up for myself to
Oh,
see?
I'm just wondering if I recognize this person. Okay, love her as the magician. Very
Yes.
magical. Love the
Very
aura around
I
her.
can
Okay.
because also she's like so I can like make anything happen for myself, even if she was like a delusional queen, but she did win in the end. So kind of
This
fun.
is, yeah, this is giving the same Pisces energy, the same like I believe anything's possible.
Yes.
I think, she seems like someone who would maybe potentially be very famous. And so it's the
Yes.
only thing giving me pause is like, do I want to date someone who'd be very famous? I think that would
Yeah,
be
there's a
cool.
lot going on. Maybe could like change her mind
Yeah,
quickly. Yeah.
have to share her with a lot of with the world. But
Yeah.
magician, beautiful.
A magician, a lot of things can happen, and being in close proximity, not bad.
Not bad at all. Find your
Not bad.
magic.
Okay,
Okay.
something to think about. So the next one we have is the Page of Swords. Oh, somebody who's ready for a journey. You know what I mean?
hmm
Who is
Okay.
ready to like go through whatever to make it happen.
Is this a Katniss that I'm
It
seeing?
is a Katniss,
hmm
and it is little dice that say risk, but still
hmm
like flowers and butterflies, doves, the moon, a lot of
Mm.
hope, but ready for the rough stuff, which is kind of hot, sexy, horny a little bit.
Yeah, I would agree. Real scrappy energy, which am into, and I think this is a strong fuck or marry case.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, right? It's a
Mhm.
really it's a 50-50.
Strong fuck choice. Probably might be fuck boy energy,
Yeah.
could
Yeah.
potentially
Or
be.
like, yeah, just like really needs to get the energy out. You know what I mean? Because they're
hmm
like already focused on their own goal a little bit. Right? Right. Okay. And then we have, oh, you guessed it, the Hermit. There he is. One of my favorites. I know. I love
I
him.
just love it in comparison to like two beautiful ladies and a
Yeah.
hermit.
And then
Like,
the wise wizard.
and then do you want the lady the magician, the Katniss, or the old hermit that lives in the forest?
Yes. But hey, listen, could probably turn back and forth into like hot and old. You know what I mean? I feel like the Hermit has that kind
And it's honestly, it's not a fair, like, I cannot see any of his body or anything. Like, beards covering the face, hats covering the face, robes covering the body. Like, you know,
He's
I,
actually
He's
really ripped
secretly
under that.
jacked.
he's secretly really jacked. Honestly, he's a hermit. Okay. What's he
Yeah,
doing
what
all
else is he
day?
doing besides doing Taibo, getting
Probably to pass the
fit?
time doing a bunch of calisthenics.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
so we don't know. But
But
also,
I also feel like there's words on here that says like you cannot heal in the same environment where you got sick. So it's almost like, is he like just hanging out, like getting jacked and ripped and then like learning philosophy, but in a way that is annoying?
Mm.
Is he like unsocialized in a way that
Yeah,
like
interesting. And you're gonna have to like raise him like Nell.
yeah, like can he be in a relationship? Doesn't seem like it, maybe. I don't know.
No. But
But
could
it's
be
like
hot, sweaty, jacked.
but could be jacked, but we're
Yeah,
not sure.
but like don't forget could be jacked.
Or and equally important, maybe really smart
Yeah,
because
yeah, yeah. And smart. And
hmm
has probably read like feminist literature. You know what I
I
mean? Like
bet and
I
like
don't need to have a long conversation, but it will be like a bearable one.
yeah, and like potentially on the opposite, like maybe he's unsocialized, or maybe he's just like done a lot of work on himself, is a potentially good version of that, maybe
Yeah, yeah,
potentially.
yeah. Yeah,
Done a lot of work
actually,
on himself,
okay,
so
like
he's
an
ready. He's
evolve.
very ready for a relationship because he's
True.
taken the time to like
Yeah.
be alone and not in a
Dang,
relationship and
you
like
are changing my
mm,
mind. You're changing my mind a
mm,
little bit. I came
mhm.
in thinking I was gonna know, and now I'm gonna have to make a game time decision, and I feel right about it.
I'm gonna be impulsive and just go for it. I think I'm gonna marry the hermit. I think that we'd probably have some kind of open thing going on.
Yeah.
And I think he is really jacked, and I decided that he is, and
Yeah.
he's
We've all decided he
he'll
is.
be able to take care of me, and I think we'll have a really lovely companionship marriage. And like maybe, maybe he's secretly jacked, so that's nice too. But then
Yeah.
also I'd fuck the Page of Swords.
Mhm.
And I can't believe this, but I think I'm gonna kill the magician. I think because I think in killing the magician, she'll just pop up somewhere else, is
Yeah.
why I think that I'm comfortable killing her.
Dang. And for 2 months in a row, we're gonna agree. I completely agree with you.
Wow.
Me too.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah,
Hi,
we're
mommy.
aligned.
Good one. Because I
Easy.
also feel like the hermit would be good to marry because he will also like leave me alone sometimes.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. He probably also will want separate bedrooms.
Say
I
less
think
again.
you would go on vacation and then you'd have some time built in where you both went on your own like walk or something.
Exactly.
Wow. Great boundaries from this one. Honestly, yeah, I turned myself around on the hermit.
Yeah, you did. You did honestly. That was a you should go on the game show Traders. That was great.
What, you think so? Yeah,
Yeah, that turned the
maybe.
table. It turned to the table. Yeah.
Mm, wow.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm a traitor.
Okay. And
Yeah.
everyone, you better have put your final choice answers in the chat. And remember,
This
this is forever.
this is going to happen. We're all going to be killing the magician together,
Yeah.
fucking the page of swords. That can be separate times, but we all
Yeah.
do it, and then we're all marrying in a joint wedding to the hermit.
Exactly. Well,
Who's
great job,
secretly
everyone. It's
jacked.
gonna be
Great
a
job.
happy life.
Yep. And now that we've all horned everybody up, it's time to talk about the moon.
Yeah, let's get it.
But aren't we always talking about the moon?
Technically, yeah.
Hmm.
Everything is an indirect relationship to the moon.
Yeah. Periods, etc.
Tides, the Earth, magnetic, whatever. I'm not
That's
a
true.
scientist. Yeah.
But we are in Pisces season. We are, yeah, Mercury retrograde is today. We had a new moon in Leo that was last, I think exactly 1 week ago,
Ooh,
because we're almost at a full moon.
again. Oh my God.
Again?
And we're yeah, again. And we're so close to another daylight savings time.
Mm.
Are we?
Yeah, because
That is one thing that I
we're gonna
don't keep
spring
track of
forward,
anymore.
everyone. Everyone will spring forward.
All
I know. Get ready, hippity hoppity.
right. That's my, well, until then, we did have a new moon last Tuesday, and then we have a full moon coming up next Tuesday. We're
Ooh,
right in between. We're exactly in the middle. We're in the
how are
sandwich.
how are we feeling?
Hi.
Yeah, great. That's exactly how you should be in the middle in this transitional time. You know what I mean?
Right in the middle of it. Yeah. Do you have any? I gave you the floor before. I want to give you the floor again because again, Kayla has the double play. How many Pisces do you have in your chart? Just so I get it right.
Let me honestly pull it up. I think I know I at least have three. But I do also have a stellium and Capricorn and Aquarius. So I'm like pretty heavy in general. Let's see,
Hmm.
Pisces. Yep, three. Or well, one of them is my I see, whatever that means. I don't know what that means on the
And
chart.
stellium is when it's your sun, moon, and rising, right?
No.
Or
Well, stellium is when you have four or more planets in a sign. I
oh,
I have four planets in Capricorn, four planets in Aquarius, and three planets in Pisces.
hmm. Okay.
So
That's pretty balanced.
feeling it. Well, and it is like the three oldest, and I'm like the oldest sibling in my family, so I am
Wise.
like ultimate eldest daughter vibes, I feel like a lot of the times.
What kind of wisdom do you have to share? Or just do you want to say, like, well, how are you feeling in
Um,
this?
what I will say is you actually never know anything, so just be brave living in the moment. That's what I'd say. Is that crazy? No, it feels right. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but we have to be crazy.
Yeah, but we have to be crazy to time. I think also like being crazy is also the answer. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
being angry, being emotional, not being sad about it, being grieving. You know what I mean? I think it's like the
Mhm.
less you're having to hide of yourself, the easier life actually is. You know what
I
I
think
mean?
that's very true and very wise.
Yeah. There you go, honey. Figure it out. Figure it out.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
Um,
I do feel like this Pisces season, especially with this Mercury in retrograde, I guess what I have kind of been like aiming up to say is a perfect time to get into dream work. If you have been hearing me talk about this in the past years that I've been on this show, dream work is, I feel like, the entryway to understanding yourself and the world around you. And also being like, I'm actually not crazy. I'm exactly how I thought I was, which is like the most validating thing I think you can be. So start that dream work. There's really great, honestly, if you just follow me on Pinterest, I rib pin DreamWorks stuff all the time. I think that's a great place to look. There's also like the Dream Institute that you can look up stuff. But if you just want something chill, just grab a dream journal where you have a little journal beside your bed. And then when you wake up, you just jot down anything that you remember, even if it's just like a color or a way that you woke up feeling or anything like that. A great first way to do that.
Oh.
I thought you were gonna keep talking again more time.
Oh, it's okay.
Um,
I can say something else. I started
no, no,
doing
no. I'm curious. Do you feel like you get like you see patterns from that, or do you feel like
Yes,
you,
absolutely.
yeah.
Like I will say, so my example, again, I had been doing this for a very long time. But I like have like mapped out like my dream world, if that like makes sense. Like it's there's always like
Mhm.
same locations, even if there's like one or two things off every time. It's like same locations, different spaces, kind of like a map kind of situation. And I can tell what emotional experience I'm going through or how I'm feeling or like what parts of me I need to tend to myself depending on like the location of the dream.
Hmm.
Yeah, which I think is nice. And I
That's
think
very cool.
the first when I first started getting into this, I couldn't get the town yet, but I would always have dreams about three tornadoes. And then I just did like research on what like tornadoes mean in dreams and then like journaling and like that kind of stuff. And that's what like led me to figuring out the location Dreamtown, which has been crazy. You know what I mean? That's like such a big part of ourselves that we like have to like riddle ourselves into remembering. It's just kind of crazy to me.
Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds like you're almost like doing psychoanalysis on yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. And honestly, it feels better sometimes in the privacy of your own brain. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm really bad at like I don't remember my dreams very well. And so even when I wake up and we have phones right next to my bed, which maybe it shouldn't be, but like I will try to like note and like it leaves me so fast. Um, it's really frustrating. But yeah, that's really cool to hear. I think because it is true that that's like our brain like processing the day and
Yeah.
it does a lot of untapped and like I've thought about doing like more like psychoanalytic like work or finding someone to sort of dig into
Yeah.
that.
You should.
That's really cool. And it
There's a
feels
lot of
very
really great
Pisces.
research out there. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
A lot of crazy stuff too. So of course you have to like
This is the woo-woo show though,
yeah,
so
yeah. So you get to choose. You get to choose.
yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. I would love to hear more about that.
Yeah.
I had I more had just a tirade for my notes, but like I think this is the opposite of dreaming in Pisces, but I've been just seeing maybe because like am around it more, but like AI is really making me sad.
Mm.
And
It's
I think
freaking
what
me out.
and like I think more than that is like realizing that like not everybody feels that way. I think most of my friends and I like feel pretty aligned, like mostly like, yeah, this isn't great. The amount of water it's using, yes, but also like just our outsourcing a lot of thinking to uh a, an AI that is not always accurate even. Like I was doing some research today, but also there's been like a lot of examples like ever since ChatGPT became more popular that like AI can very confidently give you wrong information because it's pulling from every corner of the internet, including for like Reddit and forums and like there are so many documented cases that they call them hallucinations, which I think is funny. Um, but there's AI like giving false, wrong answers in like math equations, which you think is like cut and dry. Um, there was an example at one that where it was confidently telling someone to put glue in a pizza recipe to make it thicker, and they tracked it down to that was like an 11-year-old on Reddit that was just fucking around and shit posting and put that. But because it was on the internet, it got fed to the bot. And so anyway, um, like ChatGPT, like psychosis examples, they call it psychosis. I think it's just like people forming delusions, essentially. But like it's happening more and more frequently. And those are extreme examples, but just like more generally, I think it's like the way I hear people like just automatically deferring to something that they could just think critically about and form for themselves. And also, I think what's scary is like I'm so against it and it makes you angry, but also I have the instinct like I will think something and I'll immediately be like, I should ask ChatGPT. And then I'll immediately be like, no, I can think for myself. But the fact that I have that knee-jerk response, I don't know about you guys, but that's scary to me because like I am against it and I still am like, oh, I should no. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being
That
trained to
I
want to do that.
I
I'm also scared of AI because I feel like I know too many men that I went to high school with that use it as a therapist. And
mhm.
I feel like it's like
Dude.
becoming like a self-fulfilling process. Okay, like here's how I feel. I would love for AI to like make advancements in like medical fields.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like if it's gonna make like doctors' jobs like easier in that way or like people more efficient in like a way that like is helpful to our communities and things like that. But I feel like that example that you were giving and the examples that I'm giving now, that is like not helpful to our community. I think it like is kind of what we're all finding out about things like that, how the internet sways mainly like straight cis men into like kind of like alt-right pipelines. And I feel like AI is also a way for this to happen. And I know that again, everything can be good and bad. Like nothing is like 100% either way. But I am just like, where is the line that we're like responsible for each other as well? Because not only just like water stuff, but we can't even afford to have AI have any water because the water that we use for like alfalfa farming, right, is like actually 70% of our water resources that we use. So it's like, hello, when are we going to start caring about our neighbors and each other? What is happening?
Oh yeah, absolutely. The like the drought, the reaction to like droughts are just like that's gonna happen anyway.
Yes.
That's
And
very
it's like, but
scary.
maybe if we fix that, then these doctors can have the AI. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm just like, hello,
Yeah.
what's happening?
And that's a good point about the socialization too. If you're like going to a ChatGPT for like, advice or to vent or for therapy, Jesus Christ, that's very scary. But also like you're doing that because maybe it's easier than, than being vulnerable and reaching out to a friend or anything like that. And so, if we're outsourcing thinking and then also like socializing to a bot, like that's really scary too that
Yeah.
people get more and more isolated. I think that's when more like extreme things having less perspective in that way, you're more susceptible to like online, rabbit holes.
And we already have
So
like less media literacy already happening.
yeah, so
That's
all of that's really scary. And
freaking
I
me
think,
out.
I
yeah, we can counteract that with is just like doing our own dreaming, like Kayla was talking about. Be more Pisces, lean into
Oh my God.
Pisces
And
season.
don't do a dream journal in your phone or on app. Write it down on paper. I never
No,
was gonna
it's a
have
good
to go
idea.
full, and I'm like, guys, keep it locked up. Who
Yeah.
knows?
Yeah.
Analog,
Don't put
physical
your personal
media.
information on the internet because, like, if it's public record, an AI will scrape it. I just had something actually happen to me that was regarding that. So, yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Ew,
That's
too
gross.
close,
I'm very sorry.
Mm-hmm.
close.
Yeah. I think that basically, like, AI is like anything else, right? It's like
Mhm.
social media where it's lovely that it helps people stay connected and find community and all of these things, right? But it's also a place where horrible people find other horrible people and feel justified in their horribleness because they found these other people, right? And stuff like that. And so I think that, like, in the broadest sense, like, it is AI is just the biggest version, the most existential version of any of these threats. And the biggest issue is that all of these things, the social media companies, AI, whatever, they're all being used by these like fragile tech bros
Yeah.
who are like literally like putting the entire planet in jeopardy to like swing their metaphorical dicks around.
Ugh. Yeah.
And like the other piece of this is like AI, so like there's so much discourse around like AI, the AI bubble, right? And like everyone's jobs are going to be replaced by AI and all this
Ugh.
stuff,
I
right?
read that article.
Yeah. And there's kind of like two perspectives and I find them both kind of interesting. One is that um like this is just not like ever going to actually happen. But it's something that these companies are saying basically to boost their stock price.
Yeah.
And people are firing people not because AI is replacing them, but because they want to reset the salaries of the entire corporate world.
Uh, I would believe
Oh,
this.
yeah.
Yeah,
I would
which
also believe.
I have seen because I look at those things because I'm curious, and
Yeah.
salaries have 100% dropped like universally um,
Ooh.
in the past like year. So I think that that's probably true. But on the other hand, like this sort of like use like letting loose these AI like algorithms, um you know how many times they literally become like Hitler like what I mean, like they get fed what's on the internet and they literally
Yeah.
become Hitler.
Literally,
And like
exactly.
Yeah.
what happens when that bot can also like write its own code and like iterate on itself and like take
Well,
over?
because aren't they already doing like, isn't there? I don't know if this is true or not. I honestly couldn't look into it. I was like, I don't need to know this much about it. But they are saying that there's like a social media site that was created by AI that AI is openly using and like no humans can get into it.
I don't know if that's true. I do know that I think it's Chat GPT, like the previous iteration wrote a lot of the code for the current iteration.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
did
like
hear that as
writing
well.
itself.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I
And
I do feel like Will Smith did try to warn us with iRobot. You know what I'm trying to say?
yeah, I mean, I
And
think
then Will Smith, sorry, I'm so sorry to cut you off. Will Smith rolled with iRobot and then used AI to create fake crowds. Do you remember that?
No, I
Look it
don't.
up. Sorry, you can look it up. He like has a promo video of like his concert tour, and it's like very clearly AI generated crowds.
that's
I'm so sorry
interesting.
to interrupt. Please keep
No, no, no,
going.
no. What I was going to say, and what sort of makes me hopeful, is that what I've also seen is that a lot of jobs right now that are in high demand are actually human beings who can quote unquote story tell. Like the concept, I know the concept of storytellers from a marketing perspective. So obviously, like whatever, are
Yeah.
actually in high demand right now because AI has made it so that everything looks and sounds and reads exactly the same.
The
So
Yeah.
it's
same.
just white noise. And so if the irony of this whole thing is that they've made themselves irrelevant And the only thing that matters to any company is making money, selling stuff, right? Selling
Yeah.
eyeballs, whatever. And so at the end of the day, the irony is that AI doesn't actually work as well anymore already to sell things because everything looks, sounds, and reads the same, exact same when it comes out of
Yes.
AI. So that's good. Like that gives me some hope, because like people, we still need people to make things stand out to other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and also, like, at the end of the day, like, they're going to take this to the brink because these guys are, greedy and they don't care about anybody or anything. But there is a limit because if you literally replace every single person on Earth's job with AI, who is buying anything? Right?
Yeah,
Like,
totally.
there is a line where if you literally destroy the entire economy because there's no jobs anymore, then you've signed your own death warrant as a seller of anything, right?
Yeah.
So I do think that there is a limit. I hope that we find it sooner rather than later. And
Yes.
I do think that people should in general try to do things on their own. I do think it's okay. Like AI can be really helpful for some things, right? Um but like just don't lean on it to like write. Like my friend teaches creative writing in high school, and she has to remind her students, don't use AI to write your creative writing pieces.
Yeah.
Like, what are
And
you
it's like
doing?
it's like climate racism too. You know what I
Well,
mean?
of
It's like
course, of course.
also like the main point of like going back to our communities. But also I agree with you that I do think that there are silver linings to it. Whereas like what if it is like if there's so much like AI slop that we see on our like TikToks and Instagrams and stuff like that, that maybe like we just will like stop looking at our phones as much.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like people crave live theater, and as the type of like performers and people that we are, that would also only be like awesome if this like really like also reinvented like DIY art.
Yeah,
You know, we also have like the opportunity to have like a revolution or like a renaissance
for
in
sure.
like our entertainment and stuff.
It'd be
So,
amazing.
but I guess as we as a community have to decide what it means, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta, yeah. Hey,
We gotta.
for
And
all
that's
the
what
kids out
Pisces
there,
season is about.
that's what Pisces season is about collecting physical media, getting back offline.
Yeah. And saying that AI isn't taking all the jobs, that's stupid.
Yeah,
Have you
that's.
seen Wall-E?
Have you seen iRobot?
Yeah. Guys, this is actually now a film podcast.
We are film bros.
We
I
are
can see
film bros.
that.
Oh man. Well,
Wow.
on that note,
I
check out
can't
the moon.
believe, check out the moon, and I can't believe it's time to go back home and close the circle.
Oh, back
Aww.
home we go. Dang, now we have to think about actual things like AI, and I have to go to work tomorrow.
Me
But I'm
too.
glad that I got to spend a few, like, what, an hour with you in our space.
Absolutely. I thank you all. Thank you to the elements who gave us their assistance this evening and giving our respects to our chosen deity this evening, Dochi, who came out this month by simply changing her bio to say lesbian. And
Uh,
that was it. And then
I
just let everybody do the talking for her. And I really appreciate that.
obsessed with that choice.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
We love it. We bow down.
Bow
So
down.
good for her. Hope she's
Yeah.
having a good night. And
Well,
so, what do you say, Kayla? Should we ground ourselves?
yeah, let's take just, one full body deep breath in your nose. Hold it in and let it out. Maybe take one more fun deep breath
Just one more.
and hold that in and let
And
it
shoot
out.
that back out.
Woo! Man, thank y'all for everyone who came and joined, who watched us live and will watch us in the future. From the past, we love you, and we know that community is strong and you're living in a better day than us, hopefully.
Yeah, hello to the future.
Yeah. Well, we love you. I guess hold on to everything that was meaningful you hear and kind of forget the rest.
Yeah, just remember, this is all made up.
Bye.
Bye.